Hey, it is Gerda here, your private practice business coach and mentor. And today I want to talk to you about a concept known as your business cash flow. Now, the best way for me to explain this to you is to jump on over to my iPad. Have you heard about the concept cash flow? If not, that's perfectly okay. And if you have, that's awesome as well. So let's break this down, and I want to explain this in the most basic, simplest terms, because I am most certainly not an accountant. Numbers has never come naturally to me. I'm a psychologist by trade, but this has really helped me to understand a very important fundamental principle when it comes to building a long-term, sustainable, and profitable group private practice. Okay, so cash flow, that is what we're looking at here. So let's just write this here. Cash flow, like what is a cash flow? We all know what cash is money. So generally when you start your private practice, really this applies to you whether you're actually a solo or group private practice owner. You normally start here and on day dot, you've got like $0 in the bank account, right? So when you get started, your cash flow is zero because that is the amount of money that is in your bank account. So what you do is you start to build your business, and what starts to happen is money starts to go into your account, right? There's money flowing in, but there's also money flowing out. And that, of course, is cash flow. We all know money flows in. When you make money, like you're seeing clients, they pay you for your service, but you need to pay your bills, your room rental, your electricity, your air conditioning, all the things that you need to pay. However, if your cash flow is positive, in other words, there's more money going in than going out, you are going to start to build what is referred to as a cash flow. That is a bit of money left in the bank account at all times. Now, initially it might be zero, and then you might start to notice that, it seems like I always have at least $200 in the bank account. It's like it rarely goes lower than 200. So that is now your new cash flow. It's almost the new zero. And then you keep on building your client numbers, and once again, we've got money, going into the bank account and money's going out. And if all things go well, there is more green, so more money coming in than money going out. And then over time, you might go, oh, this is interesting. I always seem to have at least $500 in the bank account. So that is your new cash flow. And then it continues to grow and grow. I think you get my drift. Then it might go up to 1,000. Then it might go up to 2,000. And it can go up and up and up. So the whole idea is that over time, your cash flow is increasing. Now, we would expect that in business that this would happen automatically. So obviously, if every month you are going down all the way to zero, that's a bit of a red flag that says there's something going on here, because you want to be building up that buffer. Now, your cash flow is not necessarily that buffer of working capital that your accountant might be talking about. And I'm happy to do a separate video on working capital. This is really a cash flow. And depending on how big your business is, it might be 10 grand. It might be 50 grand. If you are a large group private practice, it might be 100 grand, which means that your bank account balance never goes below this number. And no, this is not the profit that you're keeping there or your working capital. This is separate. So I very much, follow the profit first approach in terms of, if this is my bank account, this is a separate account for profit. There will be a separate account for working capital, a separate account for super accrual, for pay-as-you-go, all of those other things. So this is different, and I don't want you to forget to pay attention to this. And even if you don't do all that profit first stuff, at the very, very least, you want to make sure that your cash flow is increasing every couple of months. So I want to encourage you today to go and have a look at your bank account statements and look at what is your current cash flow? What is that benchmark that you're at right now so that you can start to work on it? Alrighty, if this was of help, please let me know. If you've got any questions, let me know as well, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.